Hello and welcome. This is Hugo from DotNet Productions. Today we're going to go over the top 10 cards from Hour of Devastation to see modern play. First off, I want to start off with an honorable mention, and that is Torment of Hailfire, a black sorcery for X and 2 black. Repeat the process X times. Each opponent loses 3 life unless that player sacks a non-land permanent or discards a card. Now I see this card going into a mono black deck like 8 rack, since once a permanent gets on the battlefield, they kind of have a little bit of trouble dealing with it. I would definitely love to see this card go into a mono black Tron deck. So, in no particular order, we have number 10, Oketra's Last Mercy. A white sorcery for 1 and 2 white. Your life total becomes equal to your starting life total. Lands you control don't untap during your next untap step. I see this card seeing a lot of play in sideboards against Burn. Going back up to 20 life after they just sent their entire hand at you is going to hurt them a lot than it's going to hurt you being not able to untap next turn. And this card gets around Skullcrack. Since you're not gaining any life, you're just going back up to what you started. At number 9, we have Solemnity, a white enchantment for 2 and a white. Players can get counters. Counters can be put on artifacts, creatures, enchantments, or lands. Now this card's going to find a home in a lot of sideboards, but this is going to have far more reaching effects than Oketra's Last Mercy. One, it's going to slow down Infect, since you can no longer get poison counters from them. Second, it's definitely going to hurt Infinity as well, since Arcbound Ravengers no longer going to be able to get that 1/1 counter when it enters the battlefield. And if Infinity doesn't have you down, then it's also going to hurt Counter's Company and any Abzan build, since there goes Walking Ballista and Devoted Druid and Gavney Township right out the window. But I also see this card going into those same decks, since it's going to be just another card they could combo off with Viscera Seer and any other card with Persist. At number 8, we have Kefnet's Last Word, a blue sorcery for 2 and 2 blue. Gain control of target artifact, creature, or enchantment. Lands you control don't untap during your next untap step. I see this card going into a lot of control builds. The only real upside I see here that it's once you gain control of that permanent, you gain control of it permanently. At number 7, we have Bontu's Last Reckoning, a black sorcery for 1 and 2 black. Destroy all creatures, lands you don't control don't untap during your next untap step. All I can say about this, it's a board wipe for 3 mana. What more do you want? At number 6, we have Liliana's Defeat, a black sorcery for 1 black. Destroy target black creature or black planeswalker. If that permanent was a Liliana planeswalker, her controller loses 3 life. I see this card getting a lot of playtime with all the Death Shadows running around, and it's great against Jund builds. All of them most certainly play a 4 of Liliana the Veil and or Liliana the Last Hope as well. The only real downside about this card, it's at sorcery speed. At number 5, we have Abrade, a red instant for 1 and a red. Choose 1. It deals 3 damage to target creature or destroy target artifact. Now this is going to be a jack of all trades card for any burn deck in their sideboard. Lightning Strike and Shatter in 1 card. Perfect. At number 4, we have Hope Tender, a 2/2 green creature for 1 of the green with the abilities of pay 1, tap, untap target land, or pay 1, tap, exert Hope Tender, untap 2 target lands. Now the key words to focus on this one, target land. Not basic, any lands. Throw it into an Amulet Titan deck, pay 1 mana to untap 2 of your double producing lands to get 4 mana for a total of 7. And then do those on the bounce triggers as well for even more broken shenanigans. That's just going to make Magic really fun. Next up at number 3, we have Runanap Excavator, a 2/3 green creature for 2 and a green. You may play any land cards from your graveyard. Now this ability is strong on this card, but people are only going to see this card as a budget option for Crucible of Worlds, which is sitting at a market price of $64 on TCG Player. At number 2, we have Ronus' Last Stand, a green sorcery for 2 green. Create a 5/4 green snake creature token. Lands you control don't untap during your next untap step. Now I have high hopes for this card right here. I feel it in my bones that it's going to put Sultai Delver on the map. Think about it. Turn 1, Delver of Secrets. Turn 2, flip Delver, showing Ronus' Last Stand. Get a 3/2 flyer. Now what does your opponent do? Kill the Delver now and not take 3 damage, and then stare down the barrel of a 5/4 snake, or take out the 5/4 and keep getting hit with a 3/2 flyer. Or if we live in a perfect world, they don't have any spot removal in their hand, and now we're attacking for 8 a turn. And at number 1, finally, we have Claim to Fame. Claim, black sorcery for 1 black. Return target creature card with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Fame, a red sorcery for 1 and a red. Aftermath, target creature gets +2/+0 and gains haste until end of turn. Now let's be honest. This is going into all Death Shadow builds and all Grixis builds. Claim to get back their Death Shadows or a Snapcaster Mage. And Fame, Thought Scour that away, play a Gurmag Angler to attack for 7. Now this is the world we're all going to live in. And I'm going to welcome it with open arms. Well, so those are the top 10 cards of Hour of Devastation that I think will see Modern play. Now this is Hugo from DotNet Productions. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And thank you for showing your support.